Hello, friends all over the world. Back on my YouTube channel after some time again. So, how are you all? A very good evening. Vanakkam, namaskara to everybody. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters. It has been a great, fun-filled and a lot of activity and action in this whole last week. And the Feb 2022 have started. So today, I wanted to, share, and the realization that struck me 6 years back. What was that reason why I started, the journey from my point A, where I was an employee, and the journey which I, would dare to start, of an entrepreneur, has been really inspired by some, real happenings in my life, some things which I never expected, and from the childhood, I always felt that I couldn't express myself that much, and I was not in the front face of anything situation. Always somebody or the other is always there in the front, and that fear of getting rejected, that fear of getting laughed at or ridiculed at, always pulled me back. And whatever tried to express or come in the front, always was diminished by somebody else who was more stronger than me, more daring than me. And this was always there inside, buried, and it sort of kind of dumped inside, and always that kind of recognition or kind of a fame or some kind of a personality which was lacking, always tried to come out in bits and pieces sometimes, but it was always suppressed by the fear. And that was so much growing. And at one point of time, when I still remember, suddenly, point of line in 2015, when I shared it in my last video, that when I lost my job, that fear again regrouped and came back to me as a very bad thing. And when I was starting to even again try to get out a job, and that was the time when I saw that suddenly everybody abandoned me, and there was nobody who was trying to help me also. And then I felt that, oh, this many years actually I was, under some brand name, under some, name, and it was not me. It was some kind of masking, which was giving me that kind of a little bit of recognition or a little bit of success or fame. And that brand, when suddenly went off from the light, I felt flat on my face, and I was seeing in myself in the mirror that I was a nobody. I was nobody actually is really loving me, and I was felt that lack. And my family was in a panic. Only my family was a support system. Rest of all was, just as if alienated me, as if I had done a big crime of losing a job, and though it was not in my hand. And then I really wanted to face it upfront. There was only two options, either to die or face it upfront, And I took the biggest decision, that this thing cannot repeat again and again, because once this thing happens, then it can again happen. And that point of time, whether there'll be any point of return, because I will be already, catching up on time and age, and that strength will not be there maybe. So somewhere from somebody, and I really always, get inspired by the thing that there is somebody above my head, or a God or something which I really worship, that helped me to put in my mind that enough is enough. You should come up, you should come out of the waters and do something different in life, and create your own brand, create your own entity, create your own identity, so that the people look at you rather than you always, going behind the money or going behind people, for some success, for some little bit of here and there. And I was really like that, always behind somebody, trying to do something, and behind somebody, back to try to figure out, can I get get something from them. And this is the time when I want to stand alone and not be bogged down, and not be, dependent on my parents or my peers or my anybody, because that dependency was enough, which was actually making me struggle inside. I was not getting to open up myself and free myself from that burden. And that is was the time, when I actually, landed upon an opportunity, and I was figuring out that what is there for me, a person who has done nothing in life almost, created nothing of themselves, always masking my fears, and my trying to hide it behind it and feeling comfortable. No, I'm great. I'm doing this. I'm that. And that is the time, when I could really get an opportunity, and it was very tough decision for me even to start up something more, because always I was behind the umbrella of my parents and by certain people, because I couldn't ever take decisions of my own, and that was the wonder which actually came out in 2015, 6 years before that. Someday I have to stand up for my own dreams, for my own reasons, and for my family's reasons, because I cannot expect everything to happen by my other parents or somebody. Because if I don't come right now, then one day it will be, staring in my face when I'll not be able to pick up myself. And I feel there are a lot of people around, who are facing that challenge, who are facing the challenge to come out of that, that fearsome zone, that identity crisis, and that crisis of, lack of confidence, lack of that is ability to grow up, So, and it's high time you come out of that fear. Otherwise, it will be keeping you struggling, and keeping you pressurized. It's such a moment when you cannot even feel that yes, I'm myself something. And today, God has given everybody, I feel now, that is the ability to come out of the zone and do something of their own, to create something, a possibility, a hope. And when this hope and possibility came in front of me in 2015 with this beautiful platform, and entrepreneurship, where I could actually, get what I was really seeking for. And I learned, as I always share this same story, that what you are seeking first is also seeking you somewhere, and it was somewhere seeking me, and I got, the guidance of my great mentors and great, people who today are like the angels, who actually helped me come out of the situation and encourage me, inspire me, give me that belief and confidence that yes, you can also become something one day. And that's the journey I started progressing on. And I saw people who are so different, and a community, an environment which is so different from the 97% of the world, where there is a lot of competition, a lot of struggle, a lot of, leg pulling, everything, which I wanted to come out of, and get into an environment where there is, encouragement, inspiration, love, affection, and along with it, wealth, along with it, a journey of, success, freedom, and that is what, actually inspired me to go into entrepreneurship, come out of the thing, and create my own version, the version 2.0, and not and coming out of the version 1.0 was with struggle, because the gravity was so big, so huge, and people just, didn't care about telling that, are you mad? You shouldn't go into this, you shouldn't go into that. The job is the safest option. But today, how many people can analyze and really, see that the biggest risk is, a job today, comparatively. And thank God, I took that decision that day boldly, took that first step, in forward to for my version two, and that is slowly started unfolding. Long way to go, and lot of things to achieve. But yes, the journey is so fulfilling, and so much of freedom is there, of happiness, of love, of affection, and real beautiful world is so unfolding. So many barriers, I could break, I think this is the biggest platform, and this is the biggest way where I could have actually opened myself up, expressed myself to the world. This kind, and once I remember once, upon a time that even I couldn't speak publicly much, and I was not able to, come out of that place, that to speak to somebody with boldly. Yes, I was in a marketing job, but that also, is restricted to only that part of the job. But outside world, I couldn't express myself much. So I was angry inside, that why I cannot express myself, why has to happen, why this system has to question me every time whatever I do, and why I can't question the system. So somebody really great, I heard first time that, once you stop listening to the entire world, then one day the world will start to listen to you, and that give me a click that yes, I need to work hard for it. I need to be disciplined. I need to be and learn how to really create possibilities. And my mentors helped me do this, time and again. So I felt that somebody is required at a point of journey in life after the parents who can guide you to the right direction, the right destination. Without that, we are clueless in the world. A lot of people, want to do something, but they're clueless what to get into. So they try different hands, everything here and there, and burn their hands, not able to find the right direction. Thank God I got this direction from somebody who's a great personality, and I don't mince my words to express her names or other. And she has been a real inspiration in my life forever, and she will be in, and other mentors, parents, everybody gave me a lot of learnings. I want to share and channelize it to the world that yes, you can be also that person who can really express yourself, become free of the suppression of the society, and you can also find a drive. You can find a way, create possibility if you believe and if you want to, if you're seeking for it. And that is what I want to share. So if you like it, subscribe my channel, and click the bell icon, and it will be great to talk to you again. So have a wonderful month of February that's just started. A lot of action, a lot of things happening in the world. Just look around, you will see a beautiful world turn to you. Thank you guys, and have a very rocking day and a very rocking week ahead. And thanks a lot. Bye bye. See you again on my YouTube channel very soon.